The story is called The Day War Came by Nicolas Davies and illustrated by Rebecca Cobb. And there's a chair. So this book is dedicated to children who are lost and alone and to those who help them. Look. The day war came. The day war came, there were flowers on the windowsill. And my father sang my baby brother back to sleep. My mother made my breakfast, kissed my nose, and walked me to school. Look how happy she is at school, with volcanoes and drawing. That morning I learned about volcanoes. I sang a song about about how tadpoles turn at last to frogs. I drew a picture of a bird. Then, just after lunch, war came. At first, just like a spattering of hail, a voice of thunder, then all smoke and fire, and noise that I did not understand. It came across the playground, it came into the teacher's face, it brought the roof down and turned my town to rubble. Disaster. My house was a black hole. And the war took everything and everyone. The girl was all alone. She says, I ran, I walked over fields and roads and mountains in the cold and mud and rain. I rode on the back of trucks in buses, went on a boat that leaked and almost sank, then up a beach where shoes lay empty in the sand. I ran until I couldn't run, until I reached a row of huts and found a corner with a dirty blanket and a door that rattled in the wind. Look, she found that. But war followed me. It was underneath my skin, behind my eyes and in my dreams. It had taken possession of my heart. Look. I walked and walked, and I tried to drive war out of myself. But war was in the way the doors shut when I came down to street. War was in the way the people didn't smile and turned away. This is what is so sad about it, that she was not included at all, she was excluded. They turned round, they didn't say hello, they didn't invite her in. And she was alone. So look, she saw some children at school through the window, and they they had volcanoes and birds, just like her. And so she got all happy and infused, knocked on the door. And there was this teacher. So she was very, very hopeful, but you know what the teacher said? There's no room for you, said the teacher. There's no chair for you to sit on. You have to go away. So she says, I turned round and went back to the hut. It seemed that war had taken all the people and all the world. Look at her under the blanket. Very sad. Very, very sad. But look, a child with a chair. This child seems to be here at school. So the child says, I brought you this so you can come to school. It was a chair for me to sit on and learn about volcanoes, sing and draw birds, and drive the war out of my heart. The boy smiled and said, my friends have brought theirs too, their chairs. So all the children here can come to school. So out of every house and every hut came a chair. Pushing back the war with every step. So they all went to school. Thanks to this boy's idea and courage of taking the chair and asking all the children to do the same. And this is a true story. As the authors say at the back, she says that this is a true story and that she's helping an NGO who is in charge of helping all children who are refugees. So you can imagine how you must feel if you are left on your own. The responsibility we have to include all those children. So thank you, Nicolas Davies, for this wonderful story.